What's up, my hunting brothers and sisters? Today we're going to take somebody who's never been in a saddle and climbed a tree for saddle hunting up a tree a little ways for her first time and show you it's really not that difficult. So stay tuned. All right, so if you guys have been following my channel for several years, you know who this person is. This is my youngest daughter, Sydney Craig. She started out on this channel when she was like 7 years old killing a turkey, and she turns 21 next week. Woo! She's grown up, almost off the payroll from mom and dad. Anyways, so she has been hunting her whole life out of tree stands with harnesses, with rock climbing harnesses. A couple years ago, I got into saddle hunting. I started filming her out of my saddle while she was in a regular tree stand. But now as she's an adult and college is going to be winding down here in a couple of years, she may want to go hunt places on her own. And so we got talking about it, and I thought, you know, a saddle would be the coolest way to do it, because no matter where she ends up, she doesn't have to keep track of a bunch of tree stands and all this, and she's always safe and tethered in. And she's never climbed a tree with a saddle, have you? Nope. She's never done this. She's watching me do it a couple times. I kind of gave her a quick 101 before we started this. So we're going to clumsily go through this. We're only going to go up a couple sticks. I don't want to take her too high on this, but I want to show you that this doesn't have to be a super intimidating thing. You don't have to know all the terms and the Prusiks and the tethers and the linemans. You just have to know how to use them. So she's got my Latitude Method 2 on. She's got my linesman belt, my tether in here. These are my Eastern Woods Outdoor sticks. We're just going to do a couple of those. We aren't going to get out the 8ers, but we're going to get her on this tree. And we'll just see how this goes, right? Yep. Okay, let's do it. Okay. So first thing, remember, is we're going to come up to the tree, and you're going to take that stick and probably without an 8er, yeah, that's probably a good height right there, because it's going to sag down when we set it. So you're going to wrap that Amsteel. These are the Amsteel ropes with the Prusiks that Amsteel guy makes. So, yep, and then get those loops around there. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, now get your rope so it's relatively level. Okay, there you go, just like that. And now on your right hand, grab the tag end and pull it tight. There you go. I'm gonna do a little filming here, so there you go, that's perfect. Now, remember what I said, you pull out the bottom step and pull it down and set it hard. There you go, put all your weight into it. There you go, perfect, that's good. So that stick is set right there. So now I've got the tether is daisy chained over here, so you're gonna undo this carabiner right here. Yep, undo that, bring it out. Then it's hooked on itself too, so it's hooked through itself right here. So you're gonna take this loop. There you go, rotate it around. Okay, now unten and just pull that out. Look at that. Beauty of daisy chains. Now, obviously this is way too long for this skinny tree, so you can pull some of this that rope through there. Yep, there, that's probably pretty good. Now you're gonna throw that around the tree. Perfect. Yep, and now you're gonna clip this onto there and then screw the barrel shut. Okay, so turn it the other way. There you go. So now it can't come undone, okay? So now, yep, that's probably pretty good. You maybe want to go a little bit tighter on it. Very good. Yep, that's good. Okay, so she's got one of my sticks here hanging off of her saddle, and she's got the platform hanging off the back of her saddle on these Kydex loops. So what you're going to do, Sydney, is you're going to step up onto this with one foot, then the other, and you're going to, as you do that, you're also going to hold onto the tree, and then you're going to pull this linesman belt up with you. So it is a big first step, but that's okay. There you go. Yep. Perfect. And yep, there you go. Now slide that up the tree. Very good. Yep, that's good. And if you have too much, if you feel like you're leaning out too far, you can reel a little bit of that in with that tender. Yep. Go grab it like kind of close right here. Yep, very good. and then you can get that where you want it. And you need to give yourself a little bit of room because you're gonna be hanging another stick. Okay, so what I want you to do is go ahead and step up onto the next step and go up a little further. Perfect. There you go. That's awesome. Okay, so now what you can do is you can reach around with your right hand and you can take this stick off that loop. Okay, and you can undo the cord. It's got, see the white up to the top, it's got a white, yep, just kind of undo that. And so get all your rope off there. Just unwrap it, perfect. Help if I adjusted this camera. There we go. That definitely helped. Cameraman, rookie mistake. Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty good. You're probably, what's gonna happen is this rope, your angles you got, this rope is gonna cross that rope. So what I would actually do is, I think that's too big of a step. I would come down maybe like right here. Yep, go under your tether rope. There you go. Toss that, now toss that around. Yep. Because just learning, we definitely don't want to stretch things out. Okay, there you go. So now you're going to pull that around. Yep, put your double loops over that. Yep, put them over the Versa button. It's a little tight. That castration band's kind of tight on there. Mm-hmm. Get them? Mm-hmm. Okay, now bring that up so it's kind of level and go ahead and tighten that rope up. It's all right, it'll do that. They'll fall down, you'll have to adjust. It's kind of just part of it. There you go. Now pull as tight as you can get it. There you go. All right, that's good. Now pull the bottom out and set it. There, perfect. That looks great. That's good. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're only gonna go up one step this time. You're gonna step up on it because now we're gonna set our platform. Now we would normally higher than this, but I don't wanna take you up too high. There you go. Okay, so now you're gonna reach around behind you, take your platform off. There you go. Yep, put that big loop over it. Exactly. Okay, now tighten down that strap. Just start pulling it through. You'll probably have to raise it up a couple times, pull it through. You do it enough, you start getting good at guessing the size of your tree. It's twisted.
It is.
Try and get your twist out of it. You gotta pay attention and you don't want to get those straps twisted. But she's never done this before, so this is all the learning process of it. So again, this is why when you want to learn saddle hunting, you get out and you practice. It's not hard, but if you've never done it before, it's a little bit clumsy. There you go. Now pull it up, pull it tight. Keep going, pull that back up again one more time. There you go. Now pull it tight one more time. Perfect, perfect. Maybe spin it a little to your right around the tree. That'd be great right there. Okay, now climb up on that top step. And you don't have to stomp quite as hard, but just push down really firm with your foot on top of it. There you go. There you go. Now cam it over. Yep, cam it over. There you go. Okay, now you can step out on that. Now you have got your linesman belt connected and you're connected. Let me go check my camera real quick. Just chill right up there and get comfortable, okay? Yeah. Get you, there you go. Zoom in just a little bit on you. Look at you up there. Okay, so now in your dump pouch there, you pull out your tether. Yep, pull that out. Exactly. Now I'm gonna just show you the simple way to do it. Well, I'll teach you the girth hitch method another time, okay? But basically, you see the loop that's at the bottom of your right hand there, right? You're gonna wrap that rope around and you're gonna pass the other end of the rope through that loop, all the way through. Everything goes through it. Yep, including the prusik and the carabiner. Exactly, very good. And set that loop probably about forehead. I'd probably bring it down a little bit. That way it does slip a little. When we girth hitch it, it doesn't, but it's also kind of a pain to get done. There you go. So now what I want you to do is you're gonna hook that onto you're gonna open your bridge up a little bit, okay? Give yourself some bridge. You can let go with your left hand. You're not going anywhere, okay? So there you go, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. If you have to, you wiggle that prusik a little bit. There you go. Pull it out, pull it, give yourself a little more. That's good right there. Okay, now when you hook this, I want the barrel to be up, not down, okay? So when you hook it on, very good, just like that. So hook it from underneath. Now screw the barrel shut. Okay, now you can take out a little bit of your slack in your tether. I'm gonna go grab my camera off the tripod here real quick because you're behind it. Okay, so you can take some slack out of that tether. Okay, so just pull up on it. Yep, there you go, pull some more. There you go. Okay, now, do you feel the weight transferring kind of to the tether? Okay, so now what you can do is you can pull yourself a little bit towards a tree, like grab the tree or something, and undo your linesman belt. There you go. And you can either hang it down or you can wad it up and put it in your dump pouch, but now you can lean back on that tether. How's that feel?
Good.
Kind of cool? So you're up there about probably 8-9 feet to the platform is all, just in 2 sticks. No nets. So your tether now kind of hangs down. You can actually pull that cord hanging down and run it through one of the side loops next to your right elbow right there if you want to. Just run it down through there. Now it's out of the way, okay? Now you can, being a 2-panel saddle, you can actually grab those thumb loops and you can kind of slide that down under your butt. Look at that. Is that pretty cool?
Yep.
So now you can, let's say a deer came up behind you and you can actually roll to your right and let go with your right hand. Like you're not gonna fall. And you could, if we would have set this platform down near the top of the step, you could actually walk onto that platform and you could come around the tree. So your ideal, when you're hunting in a saddle, your ideal shooting spots are out where I'm at. It's opposite of a tree stand where we want to be facing away from the tree. Your ideal spots to shoot, being right-handed shooter, are out in the area I'm at right here. So that's pretty cool, huh? So now what you can actually do is, if you grab the tree and pull yourself in a little bit, grab the tree, you can now pull down on that prusik a little more. That's good, that's plenty, that's way plenty. Now you can go down and shove your knees into the tree, and you can actually be in a sitting position. So like if you get tired, you can do that. If you want to stand up, all you do is stand up and then grab that tag end, stand up and grab a hold of the tree. Grab the tree, it's easier. Now grab that tag end and start pulling on that sucker. And now you bring it in shorter. Pretty cool, isn't it? So and then to come down, we just reverse the whole process. So to come down, you're gonna take your tether, your linesman boat, wrap it around the tree, clip it on over the side, get it set on the tree so it's comfortable to you. Once you close, once you screw that bail shut. So bring that up the tree a little bit. Make sure you like the distance before. Once you get everything you like, then you can unhook from your tether. So you're gonna let a little bit of slack out on that. So pull down on that black prusik right in front of your face.
Uno momento.
Huh?
Uno momento. Rush me, I'm gonna
Oh,
get in
okay.
an accident. Men.
There you go. So now you can take, then you take your tether off. Oh, there you go. See, look at you thinking. And you always go, when you climb a tree, you go A, B, C, D, and when you come down, you go D, C, B, A. I had to think about my alphabet there for a second, going backwards. So you can put that in your dump pouch. Now, obviously, we didn't get out the gear hoist. We didn't get out a rope for pulling up a bow. We're just going over the basics of how to do this for somebody who's never climbed a tree. This can be very intimidating. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna come down around, you're gonna step onto your platform, onto your step, and then go down to the next step, bringing your linesman belt with you. Use one hand on the tree, one hand on the linesman belt. There you go. Now you're in a comfortable position where now you can take, the best way would be to cam up take the platform and rotate it up. There you go. Now lift up on it a little bit and it'll loosen up. Just pick up on it till it loosens. There you go. Now you can loosen the strap and you can take that off. Fold it up, and now what you can do is, because see, you're safe to, you're free to work with your hands. You're not gonna fall. You can wind it up however you want to. You can wrap it around, tie it off, tuck it, do whatever. And then there's that paracord loop on the black standoff piece in your left hand there. Yep, and reach around and hang that on that kydex that's up high. Yep, very good, perfect. And now you can come down to the next step. You're just gonna one hand on the tree and one hand on your tether. Very good. I mean your linesman, I keep calling it tether. There you go, and then you can either take it off there or you can go down the next step, whatever you want. Yep. Now I typically wrap those around the standoffs on the top and bottom and just wind it all the way up. Yep, go down, go over, and then that's got that elastic, just find something to hook it on, it doesn't really matter. Yep, now that one's also got a paracord loop on the top, and hang that on your right side kydex, very good. There you go, and now that you can come all the way down the tree, and come all the way down. Sometimes when you get close to the ground, you gotta let a little bit more linesman out, I've found, and then unclip, and that's it. And so all we do now is to go up higher, we just scale it. It's just doing more of that. We can use the aiders, you know, to even go higher, but when you're just learning, that's how you wanna do it. You wanna go, you know, baby steps, basically. You wanna do that a handful of times before you go on up higher. So there you go. We just took somebody who's never done this before up and down a tree safely. Granted, we didn't go that high, but you don't want to start very high. So what'd you think of that?
It's pretty good.
It's a little clunky.
Yes.
Because you got to get into a routine and a system, and you've never done it before. Mm-hmm. But when you got up there, did you feel safe?
Yes.
And you said it was comfortable?
Yep.
You like that? So what we need to do is, before deer season get here, I've got a couple different saddles. I think I'm gonna try and maybe even pick up a single panel saddle just for you to try figure out what you like. And this is one of the things that we need to practice a little bit. And I think, you know, maybe we don't do it a lot this year because you're still in college, so we are working with limited time. But in the future, you know, this is something you can build into as an adult. If you want to go hunting, you know, wherever you live or wherever, if you and I want to hunt in different spots, this is just a safe way for you to do it without lugging around a tree stand. So you did an awesome job. Very cool. All right, we're gonna interject real quick at the end of this video here. So she's been messing around here for the last hour or so, been up and down this tree multiple times, even got her bow out, and we set up a target right over here, and she shot a few arrows out of her bow. And what do you think? You really like it?
Yep.
She really likes this. So again, we just took somebody who'd never done this to being fairly competent. Obviously she needs to spend a lot of time practicing and stuff, but it's not that hard, folks. Don't be intimidated by saddle hunting. So all right, as always, stay safe. Saddle hunting, I can't think of a better way to stay safe because you're always tied off. It's pretty awesome. God bless. Deer seasons will be here real soon. And as always, it's a new day in the outdoors.